sides, let's take you across to Tamil Nadu's Karur. Well, it is a very significant day because now Vijay returns to Karur for the first time after that unfortunate stampede. But this time he returns as the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. He's arrived in Karur where he's going to be meeting the kin and the family members of those who lost their lives during the unfortunate stampede which had broken out during his campaign stages. Lives were lost, but now he is going to be meeting, consoling the family members, but he's also going to be handing over jobs to the victims' families. And these are going to be government jobs, questions which have been raised by the opposition as well as to why there is government jobs being given. If Vijay wanted, he could have given his own personal money, is what the BJP and the DMK have been targeting him with. Well, even as we speak, Vijay was en route to Karur. These are the visuals that you can see how people are awaiting Vijay. This time he returns victorious and as the Chief Minister. Let me go across to Varshini. Varshini, you've been there on the ground. You've been speaking to several people over the last couple of days, family members of the victims as well. What are they feeling right now? Because at the time it was, unrepairable loss that they had faced. This time, first time around, Vijay is going to be visiting them, meeting them. What do they feel like right now?
The momentum has definitely changed. Back then in September when this tragedy happened, there was grief everywhere. Everybody is going through an unexplicable, loss and emotion. But now, once Vijay won the elections, in fact, once he became the Chief Minister, in fact, when we tried to speak to the families, they said they were very happy because it at least meant something losing their loved ones. Because the ones who lost their lives were, ardent supporters of Vijay, and now Vijay becoming the Chief Minister has definitely made them very happy. And they were also mentioning about how the compensation that was announced by TVK party, 20 lakhs, was also, immediately credited, and also they have been receiving 5,000 rupees assistance amount every month. From last year till now, they've been receiving money every month. Even after TVK has come to power, they're still continuing to receive the amount, which is also making them very, very happy, because this kind of assistance was very necessary for some of the families who've lost their loved ones in the tragedy. And now government jobs are also being issued today. It has only added to the happiness of these families, whatever they are going through, it be the grief, the loss that they are going through. Though it cannot be replaceable, they are at least whatever they are receiving is giving them some sort of a satisfaction, is what we are given to understand at this point of time. And not just them, but also the people of Karur, because the last almost a year now, everybody is speaking about the tragedy. It is only being associated with the district of Karur, and now with him coming back, it is only an effort by the government as well as the people to turn everything around and to make Karur a better district. So today's event is very, very significant in this matter, and we are going to see Vijay is actually arrived. He's about to get on his van in a few minutes and he'll start his address. He's having a small discussion with the party district secretary and the other officials before he gets up on the van, and he's going to address the gathering. We are just hearing continuous cheer and continuous roar from the supporters and the cadre who here. Like we've already mentioned, it's a very restricted number. Only 5,000 people are allowed inside, and they've all been seated since morning and waiting for him. In fact, the music is lowering, so I'm guessing Vijay is going to start his speech. He's going to enter the van. So the much-awaited Karur comeback has happened, and Vijay is going to start his speech in a few minutes from now. Extreme police protection. If you can hear, there is TVK chants ongoing right behind me. Everybody's already up on their chairs. They all want to get a glance of their Chief Minister, and that is what we are witnessing today. And like I mentioned already, the crowd is being extremely controlled very well by the Tamil Nadu police. Over 5,000 police have also been deployed, not just inside the premises, but also all the way from Tiruchi airport to Karur, and also since he's also taking a road show right after this event from here to the district collectorate office. There's police deployment all through the way. They're just ensuring that there is no untoward incident that is going to happen at any cost today. So let's just hope that today would be a good event and his speech would be addressed to the gathering here, and everybody would be going back home happy, including the kin of the victims who will be receiving government jobs today. So though it could be temporary because of the Madurai bench's decision, but also it's going to definitely turn out as a very good day for the people of Karur, and that is why we are here trying to sense the momentum that we can see on the ground from the public as well as the TVK party high command.
Well, Varshini, just stay with us. Let me go across to Dharani also, who's joining us. Dharani, we can see the huge sea of people who've turned up cheering for Vijay. Of course, there has been a lot of politics, but one of the interesting things that Varshini was telling us, that Vijay is about to embark, meeting everyone there on the same van which was used on that fateful day which had happened in Karur when that stampede had happened. But this time around, I believe, the security is very, very different. Very strict security. A lot of QR codes have been put out, and only with QR codes one can actually enter that venue. Give us a sense of how this time around Vijay is taking all possible precautions.
Well, definitely the crowd limit has been restricted to 5,000. Only 5,000 people with a digital QR pass entry, they are allowed to enter the venue. Those without this digital entry pass, they are not allowed to enter the venue. And in fact, earlier in the day, we also saw a tweet from TVK's General Secretary N. Anand, in which he advised children, pregnant women, elderly and differently able to not attend this event. They can watch this event from their televisions in their homes, but they are not advised to be part of this event or to come to the event venue, is what TVK's General Secretary N. Anand had told earlier. And TVK has also made it very clear that they've made adequate drinking water and medical facilities at the venue. Like drinking water is constantly being provided to all the attendees, and emergency medical camps have also been established all around the area. So the TVK is ensuring that there is enough drinking water, and they're also ensuring emergency medical centers in terms of health emergency for any of the attendees. So definitely after the Karur stampede, the TVK has been very cautious about how they are conducting political events. In most of the events conducted by the TVK, the crowd has a cap, and it is often 5,000, and that is what is being followed in this particular event also. And 5,000 police personnel from different parts of the western Tamil Nadu region, they've been deployed there to make sure nothing untoward happens. So definitely this time the TVK has tightened the security as much as possible, and they've made sure that basic amenities such as drinking water, washrooms and the medical centers, they're all there in place to make sure that all the attendees feel comfortable during their day.
Well, in fact, do stay on with us. Let's put back the visuals of Vijay. And Varshini, I'm going to come to you. Look at the visuals of Vijay, very, very high in optics. He's today dressed in a black shirt. So this is what the visit is going to be about. Not just consoling, handing over appointment letters, but very high on optics as well. Explain that to us. But even as we speak,
the event has started, and Vijay is on the van. Like you can see, they are starting the event with the Tamil Thai Vartha. The Tamil song, Tamil anthem is being sung, and everybody, there has been multiple controversies over this also about how the TVK government is not starting the events with Tamil Thai Vartha. And now in this event, we are again witnessing Tamil Thai Vartha being played when Vijay is on the stage, on the van, in fact. And that is what we are witnessing. As soon as the Tamil anthem is over, we are expecting Vijay to start his address right on the van. There is only Vijay to be seen right now, and in the past events also, it's always him, and he is the only person who makes the speech and addresses the gathering, and that is exactly what is expected to happen today also. Like I mentioned, there are a lot of political drama that is going around this particular event, and we can only expect Vijay will address these issues that the opposition have been raising for the past few days. It's been a while since he made speech. Therefore, there are certain issues that is being expected that he will be addressing today. We'll have to wait for that. But right now, as we can see, the event is started, and the Minister Raj Mohan is welcoming everybody. And he, in fact, is saying that every time we are the ones who, appreciate our state, the state of Tamil Nadu, but now the entire state of Tamil Nadu is appreciating our Chief Minister, is something that he mentioned right now. And more things to follow, but the event has begun as it was mentioned in his tweet, in his official social media post today morning, that between 12 to 1 this event will happen in Karur, and he was here on time, and the event has started now. And
Right.
we're also able to see that ministers are also on the stage, and they are also making a speech. Welcome address is now being
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். நெசவாளர் நெஞ்சமெல்லாம் குளிர கரூர் மாநகருக்கு வருகை தந்திருக்கும் மாண்புமிகு தமிழ்நாடு முதலமைச்சர் மக்கள் முதல்வர்
Varshini, even as this happens, we can see behind you, these are the live visuals coming in. As you can see, Vijay is on his van, and there are people literally chanting for him, screaming for him. His popularity in Karur definitely has not dimmed. After the stampede, there was a lot of politics which was played about Vijay. There is DMK who said that we should have arrested Vijay at the time of the stampede. But then there are others from Vijay's camp who came out and said that it was the mistake. The stampede was due to the lack of coordination, the lack of security which was provided by the then DMK administration, and it was not Vijay's fault. But amidst the war of words that we've seen, both in the political corridors but also going all the way up to the Supreme Court, Vijay had fought to ensure that he could go and personally meet the family members of all the people, the 41 victims who lost their lives during the stampede. He is today also going to be handing over appointment letters to 32 families who are next of kin of those who lost their lives. Varshini, as we were discussing, this is a very significant moment for Vijay. For him, many would say that is almost a moment of redemption. For him to set the ghost of the Karur stampede in his past.
இந்த வருகை எங்கள் மாவட்ட வளர்ச்சி மக்கள் சங்கத்தின் நிகழ்ச்சியில் சிறப்பாக நடைபெற மனமார்ந்த வாழ்த்துக்களை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன்.
Varshini?
வணக்கம்.
Well, we'll try and reconnect with Varshini. She's right there at the event. Let me go across. I believe she can hear me now. Varshini, over to you.
Yes, there is a lot of noise which is, making it really difficult for us to have a proper network here, and that is why it's being a little difficult. But yes, right now what we are seeing on the screens is that, Vijay and the district secretary of Karur is being welcomed to the stage and is addressing the gathering. In fact, when the Karur stampede happened, it has been a very difficult period for the district secretary here, and they have been having to go through all these legal process and the investigation that has been happening. Therefore, he is speaking about how there is a lot of changes that has happened. The Karur feels more safe and secure right now, and that people are much more happy with the change in the government right now. And he also speaks about how he's always been grateful to Vijay for turning his life around and the state of Tamil Nadu. Therefore, he's thanking Vijay for the entire support that he's been consistently receiving from the party and now from the government as well. And he is welcoming the gathering. And, this is also very important to note, because after the stampede happened last year, there was a lot of criticism, a lot of talk about the district secretary, because he was the one who had to organize the entire event, and that this unfortunate incident happened. It was also discussed about how, the district secretaries or anybody in the matter in TVK are very new to this entire, industry, and they do not have experience. They do not have any political experience prior. Therefore, they've been struggling, and that is the reason such an, tragic accident has happened. But now, they are also speaking about how, with the constant support of Vijay, they have been able to pull this around. Therefore, we'll have to see how this is going to happen. But at the same time, as much as the crowd is very excited to listen to their chief minister speak, we are also seeing how all the district secretaries are being brought up to the van, and they are being honored, and they are being given an opportunity to speak in front of the public, which is a never before scenario, because we've been following TVK for quite some few years now, and there has not been such an event where the district secretaries, or in fact even during the election campaigns, we did not see them honoring or bringing their MLA candidates onto the stage, or let them speak when Vijay was also there. But now it is more open. They are bringing more people to the stage, introducing their local leaders to the local cadre here, which is definitely a very important development that we can see from here, because this is how the district would have a trust on their local leadership when their chief minister himself introduces them and appreciates them in front of the whole crowd here. So they are also speaking about how Vijay's dedication and his how he wants to give his entire life to the people of Tamil Nadu, and he's left a huge career to come and serve the people of Tamil Nadu, and with the support of the people, TVK is promising and vouching to achieve more and more, and that is what we are witnessing here right now.
Well,
And
yes, you
more
can
and
see the
more,
crowds and the popularity of Vijay, which certainly hasn't dimmed. The politics has been raging on. Any minute now, I believe Vijay is about to speak. No, I believe there are more felicitations which Vijay is awaiting, and after that we can expect Vijay to speak any minute now. Well, it's very symbolic that Vijay is in Karur right now. The entire anatomy of the tragedy, if you remember, had happened. This is the first official Vijay's visit to Karur after he took over as the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu after that resounding win. Today, however, it is a day not of victory but of redemption for Vijay. He will be consoling the families of 41 victims who lost their lives in the stampede during a TVK rally in which he participated. Remember, this was during the campaign season. Let me go across to Mr. R. Rajagopalan, a senior journalist who's joining us. Mr. R. Rajagopalan, today Vijay stands there wearing all black, meeting and all set to interact with the family members of those who lost their lives in the unfortunate Karur tragedy. Today he doesn't return as a victor, he returns for his redemption. The eye on optics, why do you think this visit is so very critical, not just for Vijay today, but also Vijay in future?
Vijay in future, as you exactly put it, next week, the Tamil Nadu Assembly is going to have a budget session. Whatever he is going to address today in the public meeting, that will have a resonating effect on the budget. It is going to be a political speech. The Chief Minister's attire is only black. That means he is still in sorrow. That means he wants to ensure that voters should also understand he shares the concerns of each and every family member of the 41 victims. Apart from that, Meghna, I tell you, Vijay has been promoted as two elevations he got. One, not only as a chief minister, but he is the alliance leader. Today, the Tamil Vetri Kazham is engaging himself as a leader of an alliance. Whether he joins India Alliance, Rahul Gandhi's India Alliance, or he keeps a neutral point, we have to wait and watch. After he met the Prime Minister in New Delhi, his mindset is changed. After he met Madam Nirmala Sitharaman, all the financial problems have been cleared. Therefore, Vijay wants to have a centrist approach, does not want to have one-side effect. That also will be reflected in his speech. I assume this Chief Minister's speech is going to be very, very significant from Tamil Nadu politics point of view, because they approach the CPI, Communist, which is a partner of the alliance, also went to the court that the victim's family should not be given the letters of appointment. But court today ruled at 10 o'clock, 2 hours ago, that the government of Tamil Nadu has a policy decision, therefore they can implement it. So these are all certain hurdles Mr. Vijay faced it. In short, I tell you, Vijay is victorious. That is why he is addressing today with a very aplomb position, very confident position, very grateful to other voters of Tamil Nadu.
What do you make of the war of words that we've seen, Mr. R. Rajagopalan, over the jobs? Because there are those who are saying, why give government jobs? Because you want to reach out and console the family members of the stampede. Where do you stand on that?
Meghna, it's a right decision, whereas Mr. Vijay has already paid 20 lakh rupees to each family before the election, before he became the chief minister. But now he wants to recognize the importance of the party workers and also assuring them as a social security that government endorses his commitment to the deceased people. Now posthumously they give the awards like Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan, like that. This is also a posthumous award. Therefore, we cannot question that it's a decision of the Tamil Nadu government.
Right.
It is a political decision.
A political decision. Very interesting. Thank you so much, Mr. Rajagopalan, for joining us. Let me go back across to Varshini. Varshini is right there on the ground at this mega event where there are literally 5,000 people who have arrived there to catch that glimpse of Vijay. For them, not just the victor, but someone who's there today to console them. Varshini, the optics of it all, but there are those, even like Mr. R. Rajagopalan, who's there, who is saying that it's not really about compassion for Vijay. It is more about a political one-upmanship. The dress, the optics, and also the messaging.
That is definitely one very important criticism that Vijay has been receiving from different parts, different oppositions, not just the DMK but also the BJP. There has been a lot of criticism about how everything and anything he's doing is basically for optics and for PR and for his image building and not really for the people. But on the other hand, the TVK is also speaking about how their only focus is to make sure that the people of Tamil Nadu feel safe, feel secure and feel that they have a good life to lead and that they are prioritizing that in those things, aspects only, and it is not about anything else. Therefore, this is also the political, criticism that we are seeing that Vijay is receiving at this point of time. But also on the ground, when we talk to people, we really get a very different opinion because people do not see Vijay the way the opposition parties or political analysts see. Public see him as a true leader. They really have, a lot of confidence in him that he would be the leader that they have been waiting for so long, who would bring the change that he has promised. And what we are witnessing right now at the event is that former minister of the AIADMK and former district secretary of the AIADMK for Karur district, Mr. M.R. Vijayabhaskar is now on stage. He recently joined the TVK. We saw him resigning and joining the TVK. He has also been an instrumental person in organizing this entire event. Like I mentioned, since he was a former minister, former district secretary, he kind of has a very good knowledge about the Karur district, and now he is making the speech right in front of Vijay and the audience here. He is saying that Vijay and TVK has made a revolution in Tamil Nadu, just how MGR did back in 1977, and that after MGR, only now he is able to see this kind of new wave of politics happening in Tamil Nadu, which AIADMK itself, must be shocked to see, because they had the stalwart leaders like MGR and Jayalalitha who came from cinema, from the world of movies to politics, and were, phenomenal leaders who are still spoken about. And now he says that Vijay would also be joining in that list, because what he is doing right now in the state of Tamil Nadu is definitely a revolution, is what former minister M.R. Vijayabhaskar is saying on stage. He says that both MGR and Jayalalitha put together is what we have as Vijay right now, is exactly what he's stating right now. Therefore, he is welcoming Vijay to the district of Karur. He says he's not just a vital person in Tamil Nadu. Entire country of of India is looking at him, anticipating about what he is going to speak, and that is how important and significant he's become in the world of politics in this country right now. Therefore, he's saying that hereafter all the youth of the state will definitely stand behind Vijay, and they will all come together to help him bring more changes to the state of Tamil Nadu. In fact, he's also making a joke about how youngsters, small children come up to him and ask him about how he should come to their party. In fact, he says that young children call TVK as their party, and they have in fact asked him to join TVK and work for TVK along with him. So he's saying that it's always going to be Vijay's government in Tamil Nadu forever from now on. He's also saying about how during his time in AIADMK, he has had the direct blessings of Jayalalitha, and under her guidance, he's learned all of these about how to govern and how to work for the people. And after her, it is Vijay who he thinks is going to be the next important leader of Tamil Nadu, and they will all follow him and support him for him to be the next, to bring about the change that he's promised to the state of Tamil Nadu.
Well, it's very significant what you just touched upon right now, Varshini, and that's very interesting. Look at the optics of it all. Vijay is standing there in front of 5,000 people dressed in all black, showing that he's still mourning for the loss of 41 lives. And then you have Vijay Bhaskar, a former AIADMK stalwart from this region, endorsing Vijay as the man who has compassion. They've gifted him a sword, and now you have this man, Vijay Bhaskar, calling Vijay the legatee of MGR and J. Jayalalitha. I'm going to go across to Dharani. Dharani, the significance of that statement, that they are trying to portray Vijay as the legatee of both MGR and J. Jayalalitha to fill that vacuum in Tamil Nadu politics.
Well, that is what many of the ADMK leaders, former ADMK leaders who have now joined TVK say, be it MR Vijay Bhaskar from Karur or C Vijay Bhaskar from Virali Malai. Many of them, they keep telling that, how Vijay is, looking like MGR and J. Jayalalitha to them. And they also criticize the present ADMK General Secretary Edapadi K. Palaniswamy's leadership. They say that Edapadi Palaniswamy is behaving like a Hitler and that there is no internal democracy in ADMK, and that is why they are all quitting the ADMK and joining TVK is what they say. So, in fact, political analysts, many of them from Tamil Nadu, they keep reiterating, how Vijay is trying to project himself as the next MGR or the next J. Jayalalitha. Because if we look at the speeches of Mr. Vijay, not even once he has criticized MGR and Jayalalitha. He's always spoken about their legacy in a positive note, and he has, always taken the names of MGR and J. Jayalalitha in a very good note. He has never criticized them, not even once in his entire 2.5-year political journey. Even before becoming the chief minister, when he was attending various campaign events across Tamil Nadu, he's always taken the names of MGR and Jayalalitha in a good way. So that is why the political analysts, they keep talking about Vijay's, how Vijay is trying to project himself as the next, big phenomenon in Tamil Nadu post the eras of MGR and J. Jayalalitha. And if we look at ADMK and Vijay's view on the present ADMK, Chief Minister Vijay has always said on many stages that the ADMK in Tamil Nadu right now is not existent. There is a political party that is not even worth talking about. It has a leadership that is not even worth talking about, is what he has told in many stages. This is a clear attack on the present ADMK General Secretary Edapadi K. Palaniswamy, because according to Mr. Vijay, EPS is not a capable leader, and he is not even a capable political opponent to talk about. That is what he is trying to convey through these statements. And that is why time and again in his stages he reiterates that the contest in Tamil Nadu in the future and also in the present is all about TVK versus DMK. He's always set this narrative that the contest in Tamil Nadu politically, electorally will be between the DMK and TVK. No other political force or no other political party is in between this contest. As part of this contest is what Vijay has told time and again. So thereby he is conveniently eliminating the ADMK from all political equations. He is setting up a narrative that the DMK and the TVK are the only active political parties on the ground here in Tamil Nadu, and that the ADMK is not active and the ADMK is non-existent. That is the kind of narrative that Mr. Vijay wants to set, and thereby he's directly mounting attacks on the leadership qualities of Edappadi K. Palaniswamy, and he's trying to project himself as the next big phenomenon in Tamil Nadu after the eras of ADMK founder M.G. Ramachandran and also former Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha. That is what we can assume from all these events. But today we're looking at multiple ADMK leaders. If we look at M.R. Vijay Bhaskar, he's considered to be a very influential person in the Karur district of Tamil Nadu. In fact, he is one from Karur in the 2026 assembly elections. The Vijay wave was felt in almost all the constituencies of Tamil Nadu. In fact, even in Chennai, M.K. Stalin, the DMK president, he lost to the TVK candidate Mr. V.S. Babu. But in Karur, M.R. Vijay Bhaskar was able to pull the win. He was able to crack the winning formula. Despite the Vijay wave, he was able to win from the ADMK symbol in the 2026 assembly elections. So that much of influence is what he holds in that region. And now that M.R. Vijay Bhaskar has quit ADMK and he has joined TVK. And if we look at Virali Malai, another former ADMK minister, C. Vijay Bhaskar, he has also quit ADMK and joined TVK recently. And just like how M.R. Vijay Bhaskar is very famous in Karur, C. Vijay Bhaskar is also very influential and famous in the Virali Malai region, in the Pudukkottai district of Tamil Nadu. So he is also a local, stalwart. So many such leaders from the ADMK in the recent months, especially in the last 2-3 months post the assembly election results, they've jumped ships, they've quit the ADMK, they've criticized Edappadi Palaniswamy openly, and they've joined Vijay's TVK. And this is in fact, improving the TVK's ground level presence, because TVK is always seen as a new political party, and their organizational structure is still being questioned by many. The TVK, doesn't really have booth level agents in many booths across Tamil Nadu, and many of their district secretaries and even their MLAs and ministers, they are new to governance. They are not experienced politicians, is what many say. So with the induction of these former ADMK leaders, experienced former ADMK leaders who had also been ministers in the past, TVK's organizational strength and the TVK's grassroots level strength only seems to be increasing in the days in the days to come.
Absolutely, Dharani, and that's quite evident with the kind of reception also that we've seen in Karur. Let me go across to Vashni as well. Vashni, what are the people?
In Nenjil Kudiyirukkum கரூர் சொந்தங்கள் உங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் என்னுடைய வணக்கம்.
A few.
ஒரு மனுஷன் எவ்வளவு பெரிய ஒரு உயரத்துக்கு போனாலும் மனசளவில் சில வலிகள், காயங்கள், அதை மறக்க முடியாது இல்லையா? எல்லார் லைஃப்லையும் அப்படிதான்.
Whatever the kind of fame I enjoy, whatever the kind of power I enjoy, some tragedies will always be haunting me. All of us will have personal tragedies of that sort. The Karur stampede is still haunting me. I'm still, shaken by that.
அதுக்காக தான் அந்த மக்கள் சந்திப்பு பயணத்தை தொடங்கி திருச்சி, அரியலூர், நாகப்பட்டினம், திருவாரூர், நாமக்கல், கரூர் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு
I launched my political party and I began campaigning across Tamil Nadu before elections because I wanted to meet the people and I wanted to know what their problems are from the ground.
வந்து எங்களை அலர்ட் பண்ணாங்க. சரிங்க, கூட்டம் கொஞ்சம் ஜாஸ்தியாக இருக்குது, லேட் ஆகிடுச்சு, வராதிங்க அப்படின்னு. So we had no choice. Police சொன்னா நம்ம அதை obey.
In September 2025, I finished my Perambalur campaign and I was on the way to Karur to participate in my another campaign.
திரும்ப போயிட்டோம்.
At that time, the Karur police alerted me that the crowd is overwhelming and that there is a huge amount of crowd, unprecedented amount of crowd.
முடிச்சிட்டு கரூர் வரும்போது அந்த கரூர் போலீஸ் எங்களை அலர்ட் பண்ணியிருக்கலாம்ல. இல்லை சார், இங்கே எதிர்பார்த்ததை விட கொஞ்சம் கூட்டம் அதிகமாக இருக்குது, கண்ட்ரோல் பண்ண முடியல, வராதிங்க அண்ட் போலீஸ் நினச்சா அவங்க அந்த மீட்டிங்கே கேன்சல் பண்ணணும். ஏதோ தப்பாக இருக்குது, ஏதோ தப்பாக தோணுது அப்படின்னு நினச்சிட்டு
The police, they could have cancelled the Karur rally altogether if they felt like the situation was uncontrollable on the ground. They would have told me not to come to Karur, and they could have told me to go back. They could have cancelled the event altogether if they felt like the situation was quite uncontrollable on the ground. But they allowed me to come to Karur. They in fact, gave me security all the way when I was entering Karur and when I was entering the rally point.
ஒரு நாடகம் நடக்கும்.
I even went on to thank them on stage in Karur for providing me good security. I didn't know what was, waiting at that time.
இப்படி பண்ணுங்க, அப்படி பண்ணுங்க, சப்போஸ் அப்படி நடந்தா இப்படி பண்ணுங்க, சப்போஸ் இப்படி நடந்தா இந்த மாதிரி இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன்ஸ்லாம் கொடுத்து அந்த ப்ரெஷர் போடுறது யார்?
Who was behind all these conspiracies? Who gave instructions to the police department?
ஒரு டிவியில் படமோ பாட்டோ வந்துச்சுன்னா அம்மா விஜய் மாமா அம்மா
Who was dictating what happened in Karur at that time?
அவங்க அம்மா கிட்ட சிரிச்சுக்கிட்டு அந்த டிவி ஸ்க்ரீனை போய் தொட்டு முத்தம் கொடுத்துக்கிட்டு என் அக்கா தங்கச்சிங்களோட தங்க பிள்ளைகளை இழந்திருக்கோம்யா. மழலை கூட சரியா வராத
We've lost 41 people in Karur. This includes children also.
அந்த கள்ளங்கபடம் இல்லாத அந்த சிரிப்பு, அந்த கடவுள்
They're all my brothers and sisters.
இழந்திருக்கோம்யா. என் அக்கா தங்கச்சி அண்ணன் தம்பி குடும்பம்,
Especially the children. They do not even know what the world is. They're just small children, and I've lost my brothers and sisters and the small children who loved me like anything.
இப்படி ஒரு சம்பவம் நடந்துருச்சு.
After all this, you're trying to blame me for what happened in Karur?
என்னன்னு அந்த வலியோட வீட்ல உட்கார்ந்து
How can I accept it?
ஓடி ஒளிஞ்சிட்டான் வர சொல்றீங்களா? வாயின்னு முன்ன இருந்தா என்ன வேணாலும் பேசுறீங்களா?
At that time, the DMK even went on to say that I went into hiding, that I was not coming out and I went into hiding. Just because they have a mouth, can they speak anything? Did the DMK government at that time give adequate police security? Were enough number of police deployed on the ground at that time in Karur?
இவ்வளோ காயங்கள் கொடுத்துட்டு பழியை தூக்கி நம்ம மேல போட்டுட்டு அதுல ஒரு அரசியல் ஆதாயம் தேடுறீங்களேயா? இதுல வாய் கூசாம சட்டசபையில ஸ்டாலின் சார்
After making me go through so much pain, you're also trying to blame me for what happened in Karur. How shameful are you? How shamefully are you trying to politicize this unfortunate tragedy?
ஒன்னும் ஆதாயம் தேடுற அரசியல்வாதி எல்லாம் கிடையாது. மக்களுக்காக அரசியலுக்கு வந்தவன் இந்த விஜய்.
I am not an opportunist politician like you. I will not try to politicize a tragedy like this. I am somebody who entered politics at the peak of my cinema career. I left cinema at the peak of my career and entered politics just to serve the people of Tamil Nadu. I am such a human being.
2026 தேர்தல்ல தக்க பதிலடி கொடுத்துட்டீங்க. ஆனா அது மட்டுமே பத்தாது மக்களே. அது மட்டுமே பத்தாது.
The people of Tamil Nadu have given a befitting reply to those who caused so much pain to us. You've made them lose elections and you've made me the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. But what you've done right now is not enough. We have to keep giving them such defeats.
அன்னைக்கும் சொன்னேன், இன்னைக்கும் சொல்றேன், நாளைக்கும் சொல்றேன், தில்லா சொல்லுவேன், கெத்தா சொல்லுவேன். பணமா ஜனமா அப்படின்னு கேட்டா என் ஜனம் தான் எனக்கு முக்கியம்.
Money is never important to me. I've never been after money. For me, the people of Tamil Nadu, and for me, my fans who love them immensely, they are important to me.
ஒரு கிடையாது.
I can openly declare that I prefer my people over money, but the politicians from the opposition, will they be able to declare like this, that they want the people over their money?
And the party fund. அந்த கட்சி நிதின்ற
In
பேர்ல
each and every department of Tamil Nadu, when the DMK was in power, they had something called the party fund.
ரெண்டு பேரும் மாறி மாறி இதே தான் செஞ்சிட்டு இருக்கிறாங்க. இதுல ஒரு ஹைலைட் காமெடி என்னன்னா சட்டசபையில பேசும்போது பார்ட்டி ஃபண்ட்
It is not only about the DMK, to be honest. Even when the DMK was in power earlier, they were also having something of this sort. The party fund. They were looting the public money through the party fund in all the departments of Tamil Nadu.
எனக்கு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் புரியல ஏன்பா ஓடுறாங்க அப்படி என்ன நம்ம சொல்லிவிட்டோம். அதான் அந்த குற்றம் உள்ள நெஞ்சுக்கு தான் குறுகுறே.
The moment I started speaking about this party fund in the assembly here in Tamil Nadu, the opposition has become all nervous.
செம்ம கூத்தா இருக்குங்க, செம்ம ஃபன்னா இருக்கு. சென்னையில
It's very funny, to be honest.
கட்டுறதுக்காக நார்மலா ஆகிற செலவை விட அதிக செலவில் கிட்டத்தட்ட டபுள் மடங்கு செலவில் ஒரு டெண்டர் ஒன்று விட்டுருக்குறாங்க. அதையெல்லாம் தோண்டி எடுத்து அதெல்லாம் இப்போ கண்டுபிடிச்சி கேன்சல் பண்ணியிருக்கிறோம். இன்னும் எத்தனை கோடி.
We are scrutinizing all the tenders that were floated and given away during the previous DMK regime, and in many of these tenders we can see that the projected cost of multiple projects that's been highly exaggerated. As we start digging through the Himalayan corruption that unfolded during the previous DMK regime, the DMK leaders are not able to digest this. They are nervous, they are scared, and that is why they are making one defaming statement after another towards me and my party.
அந்த பதவி உயர்வை வந்து இப்போதான் எங்களால போட முடிஞ்சது. அதுக்காக ஒரு அக்கா அழுதுகிட்டே ஒரு நன்றி சொன்னாங்களே, அதெல்லாம் உங்க
If we take the electricity department, recently we have given promotions to hundreds of staff in the electricity department here in Tamil Nadu. This was long pending.
அப்படின்னு சொன்னவங்க போய் ஒவ்வொரு கவர்மெண்ட் ஆபீஸா பாருங்க, ஒரு பைசா லஞ்சம் இல்ல, ஒரு பைசா ஊழல் இல்ல, வேலையெல்லாம் சும்மா டக்கு 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 நடக்குது.
Visit each and every government office in Tamil Nadu. I can assure you 100% that there is no corruption. Nobody will demand anything from you for the government services. We are trying to eliminate corruption completely, entirely from the state of Tamil Nadu, especially from the government offices where the people are supposed to get several services done to them. This is giving me immense happiness. The people are, seeing this change on the ground. Many people, when I meet them, they tell me how they are seeing the corruption getting eliminated on the ground. So when they say such things, it makes me immensely happy.
கிட்டத்தட்ட 8200 பேருக்கு வேலை வாய்ப்பு. நான் சொல்றது இந்த 3 மாவட்டத்தை சேர்ந்தவங்களுக்கு அவ்வளவு வேலை வாய்ப்பு. குறுவை சாகுபடிக்காக 134 கோடியில் அந்த சிறப்பு தொகுப்பு திட்டம் அறிவிச்சிருக்கிறோம் நம்ம விவசாயிகளுக்காக. இப்போவும் சொல்கிறேன், நம்ம விவசாய பெருமக்களே, உங்களோட இந்த அரசு கூடவே நிற்கும். பெண்கள் பாதுகாப்புக்காக சிங்கப்பெண்.
I want to assure the farmers of Tamil Nadu that this TVK government will always stand by you. As far as the women's safety and child safety are concerned, we have launched the Singapen Special Task Force recently.
திட்டம் அறிவிக்கப்படும். எல்லாம் கேட்டாங்களே, வாக்குறுதி கொடுத்தீங்களே, என்னாச்சுன்னு.
Very soon we will also launch the Thai Maman Thangamodram Thittam, under which 1 gram of gold ring will be provided to all the children who are born in government hospitals across Tamil Nadu.
இந்த தீய சக்தியை பற்றி, அவங்க நிர்வாகத்தை பற்றி ஒரு வெள்ளை அறிக்கை ஒன்று வெளியிட்டோம்ல, அது ஷார்ட் அண்ட் ஸ்வீட்டாக சொல்லணுன்னா, ஒரு ஓட்ட பாத்திரத்துக்குள்ளே தண்ணி ஊற்றிக்கிட்டே இருந்திருக்கிறாங்க. பாத்திரம் எம்டியாகவே இருந்து.
We recently released a white paper about the fiscal situation here in Tamil Nadu.
கடவுளுக்கு தான் வெளிச்சு. அது மாதிரி இப்போ நம்ம சொன்னதெல்லாம் வந்து சும்மா ஒரு சாம்பிள் தான். இன்னும் வரப்போற நாட்கள்ல உங்க அரசனுடைய அந்த விஸ்வரூபத்தை
Whatever
நீங்க
I've stated
பாப்பீங்க.
now, these are all samples. In the coming
அடுத்து,
days,
வாயத் திறங்க
you will
CM.
see the real face of my governance.
அடாடா நீங்க CM நெஞ்சிலேயே குத்திட்டு வந்தீங்க பாருங்க அதான்
During the
வேற level.
recently concluded assembly session, the DMK MLAs came with a badge on their shirts which said, "Open the
நீங்க
mouth,
பேச
Chief Minister."
ஆரம்பிக்கிறதுக்கு முன்னாடி என்ன பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா
If I open my mouth, you all run away.
மாண்புமிகு பேரவைத் தலைவர் அவர்களே எல்லா டோரையும் இழுத்து லாக் பண்ணுங்க.
The moment I open my mouth and start speaking, you all run away like anything.
ஏன்னா பேசுறதுக்கு
Then
முன்னாடி
why are you asking me to open my
5
mouth?
நிமிஷம் பேசுனதுக்கே கொளத்தூர்ல கொத்து பரோட்டா போட்டாங்க. இதுக்கு மேல பேசினா மொத்தமா முடிஞ்சிரும் பாத்துக்கங்க.
Before the elections, I only campaigned for about 5 minutes in Kolattur. My 5 minutes of campaign in Kolattur was enough to unseat the DMK president. He has lost the Kolattur Assembly constituency, and I campaigned only for 5 minutes in Kolattur.
பத்தி என்ன தெரியும்? விஜய் அதை பத்தி பேசல. இப்படி நம்ம அரசியலுக்கு வந்ததுலேருந்தே ஒரு கூட்டம் குறை மேல குறையா சொல்லிக்கிட்டு பாட்டுக்கு பாட்டு கச்சேரி எங்களுக்கும் பண்ண தெரியும் பண்ணலாமா? இந்த மேகதாது அணை
There's one group in Tamil Nadu that only finds a fault in whatever I do.
சுப்ரீம் கோர்ட் எப்போ ரிஜெக்ட் பண்ணுச்சு? அப்ப யார் ஆட்சிக்கு இருந்தா? ஏன் ஒழுங்கா வாதாடல? நீங்க ஒழுங்கா வாதாடி இருந்தீங்கன்னா அதை ரிஜெக்ட் பண்ணியிருக்க மாட்டாங்க.
They're in fact asking me many questions about the current Meghdadu controversy.
நான் கேள்வி கேட்டாதான் மேகதாது அணை பத்தி பேசுனதா அர்த்தமா? ஏன் அந்த ஸ்டேட் சிஎம் பேசுறாரு?
Tamil Nadu has faced multiple setbacks in the Meghdadu matter when the DMK was in power. So can I start pinpointing the blame towards you?
சீண்டி பார், நான் யார் தெரியுமா, தொட்டு பார், இப்படிலாம் பேசிட்டு இருந்தா வேலைக்கு ஆகாது.
I do not believe in empty rhetorics. I don't want to waste my time only by speaking. I want to do something productive on the ground. I want to act.
நமக்கு தேவையில்லை, அதை நம்ம செய்யவும் போறதில்ல. டாக் லெஸ் ஒர்க் மோர் மோடு தான், அதுதான் நம்ம பாலிசியே. அதனாலதான் சட்ட
Talk less, work more. That is my policy, and that is what I'm following at this point in time. I'm not going to respond to each and every comment that you pass about me.
அந்த டீலிமிட்டேஷனை திரும்ப கொண்டு
My work will respond.
அடிபடுது. யார் என்ன டீலிமிட்டேஷன் கொண்டு வந்தாலும் தமிழ்நாடு அது ஒத்துக்காது.
There is also talk that very soon delimitation will be implemented.
இப்படி நாம இருக்கும்போது இந்த தீய சக்தி திமுக
I want to tell the people of Tamil Nadu that we will not allow the rights of Tamil Nadu to be snatched away by this delimitation exercise. I'll make sure that Tamil Nadu's rights are not snatched away by this delimitation exercise that is being talked about.
உங்களுக்குள்ள ஒட்டு இல்ல உறவும் இல்ல அறிவிக்க முடியுமா, நிரூபிக்க முடியுமா? இந்த வரப்போற இடைத்தேர்தலில் அதை நிரூபிச்சு காட்டுங்க, அப்புறமா பேசுங்க. மக்களை, என் மனசை விட்டு கரூர் எப்பவும் நீங்கவே நீங்காது. நமக்கு ஏற்பட்ட வேதனையான சம்பவம்
Karur will always hold a special place in my heart.
சூழ்ச்சிய இனி வர்ற ஜெனரேஷனும் அவங்களுக்கு தெரியப்படுத்தணும்ல, அதுக்காகவே இனி ஒரு அரசியல் சதியை
The upcoming generation should know about the kind of conspiracies that were spin against my party TVK and me in Karur.
கரூர்ல ஒரு நினைவு சின்னத்தை நம்ம டிவிகே சார்பா அமைக்கப்படும் அப்படின்றத அறிவிக்கிறோம்.
The TVK plans to establish a memorial here in Karur.
உங்க டிவிகே அரசு உங்களுக்காகத்தான் உழைக்கும். அடிப்படை வசதிகளை முதல்ல நிறைவேற்றணும்.
I want to tell the people of Tamil Nadu from Karur that this TVK government will work for you. It will stand by you at all circumstances.
இது எப்பவும் உங்களுக்கான அரசா தான் இருக்கும்.
Our priority is to ensure basic amenities to all the people of Tamil Nadu, and we are trying to fulfill it step by step.
இந்த தீய சக்தி ஆட்சி
This Vijay is always your Vijay. You can approach me at any point in time without any hesitation.
வாஷிங் மெஷின்ங்கறாங்க. இந்த அரசியல் வியாபாரம் பண்றதுக்கான
The DMK is calling us many names. They're calling my government a sofa model government. They're calling my government a washing machine government.
வாஷிங் மெஷின்ங்கறாங்க. எலெக்ஷன்ல ஓட்டுக்கு காசு கொடுக்கிற அந்த கலாச்சாரத்தை, அந்த கல்ச்சரை அடிச்சு நொறுக்கி இருக்கிறோம்.
TVK is one political party in Tamil Nadu that has completely eliminated the cash for a vote culture here in Tamil Nadu.
அப்படி இருக்கும்போது நமக்கு எதுக்கு இந்த பேரெல்லாம்?
TVK has won over the money power and the muscle power that is being possessed by the other political parties in Tamil Nadu.
ஓனர் ஒருத்தர் எங்க எங்க இருக்காருன்னே தெரியாம ஓட்டு 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 வராம் பாரு வேட்டக்காரன் ஓடினே இருக்கிறாரு.
What happened to Sandal Balaji? We famously call him the Karur company owner. He is on the run now, I guess.
எனக்கு எப்பவுமே ஸ்டாலின் சார் மேல ஒரு தனி பாசம் ஒண்ணு உண்டு. அவர் கிடையாது, இவர்.
Ever since I came to power, I think he is been constantly running.
இன்னும் தோண்ட தோண்ட எத்தனை பேர் மாட்ட போறாங்க?
There's another DMK minister,
உங்ககிட்ட யாரா
EV Velu. He has gone to Singapore. Recently, the DVAC conducted raids at his properties in connection with a corruption case, and since then he's been hiding in Singapore.
எங்க மகன், எங்க புள்ள, எங்க அண்ணன், எங்க தம்பி, எங்க விஜய், எங்க விஜயோட ஆட்சின்னு ஸ்ட்ராங்கா சொல்லுங்க. மக்களே, நீங்க கூட இருக்கும்போது லஞ்ச ஊழல் மட்டும் இல்ல.
I want to tell the people of Tamil Nadu, you do not have to pay any bribe to avail any government services. If anybody is demanding a bribe from you, tell that it is the government of C. Joseph Vijay, and under C. Joseph Vijay's government there is no corruption. There is going to be no corruption at all anywhere.
அதாவது இந்த டிவிகே கட்சியோட தலைவரை எதிர்க்கிறதுல ஒரு நியாயம் இருக்கு. ஏன்னா உங்க பொழப்புல மண்ணள்ளி போட்டான். என்ன இந்த ஊழல் லஞ்சம்லாம் பண்ண மாட்டேன்னு சொல்லி உங்க அரசியலே ஒரு தெருமுனைக்கு கொண்டாந்து விட்டான். மக்கள் வேற அவனை தான் நம்புறாங்க. ஸோ இந்த விஜயை எதிர்க்கிறதுல ஒரு அரசியல் நியாயம் இருக்குது, அது புரிஞ்சுக்கலாம். ஆனால் இன்னைக்கு இந்த விஜயை மக்கள் ஓட்டு போட்டு ஜெயிக்க வச்சு ஒரு தீர்ப்பை கொடுத்து மக்களுக்காக வேலை செய்யறதுக்காக முதலமைச்சராக உட்கார வச்சிருக்கிறாங்க. இன்னமும் நீங்க தான் ஆட்சியில் இருக்கிற மாதிரி விஜய் கரூருக்கெல்லாம் போகக்கூடாது, விஜய் இங்க போகக்கூடாது, அது செய்யக்கூடாது, இது
If you want to oppose politician Vijay, then okay, you may do it for the sake of politics. But right now, Vijay is not just a politician; he is the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. The people have democratically elected Vijay to be the Chief Minister of this state.
உங்க ஆட்சியெல்லாம் வீட்டுக்கு போய் டிவி
Why is the DMK still telling that I shouldn't visit Karur? Does the DMK think that they are still in power?
படி என்று
Do they still think that they are the ones ruling Tamil Nadu? I am the Chief Minister of the state. Who are they to tell me where to go and where not to go?
செம்மட்டியாலே அடிச்சும் இந்த திமுக முழிச்சிக்கல அப்படின்னா அப்ப கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டம்தான். வெற்றி தோல்வி எல்லாம் அரசியல சகஜம்.
They in fact went to the Supreme Court in connection with my Karur visit, but the Supreme Court came down heavily on them. But I don't think they've learned their lesson even after those scathing remarks from the apex court of this country.
தீய சக்தி திருத்தவும் முடியாது, அவங்களா திருந்துவாங்கன்னு பார்த்தா அதுவும் நடக்க போறதில்ல. அதனால வரப்போற இடைத்தேர்தல்ல மக்களே இந்த தீய
The DMK will not change by itself, and we cannot change the DMK either. They will continue to be what they are.
கான்ஃபிடென்ட்டா இருங்க மக்களே, நல்லதே நடக்கும்.
My dear people, teach them a fitting lesson once again during the upcoming by-polls. Show them their place. Victory is ours. Until next time, thank you.
நான் தன்னந்தனியாளு, நீ நம்ம பாரு.